What's good, SKOL Nation? The NFC North is a straight-up battlefield, and the Packers just dropped a bomb with their trade for Micah Parsons. This move has oddsmakers buzzing, putting Green Bay as favorites to dethrone the Lions. But hold up. Does this mean our Vikings are out of the Super Bowl race? Let's unpack this trade and see how it shakes out for Minnesota. The Packers gave up 2 first-round picks and Pro Bowler Kenny Clark to land Parsons, then signed him to a jaw-dropping 4-year, $188 million deal. $47 million a year. That's more than Patrick Mahomes, folks. CBS Sports' John Breach points out that no non-quarterback making over $33 million annually has ever won a Super Bowl. Is Green Bay betting the farm on a risky strategy? So what's the vibe in Minnesota? Our Vikings are sitting pretty with a defensive front that's got 6 Pro Bowls combined and costs just $1 million more than Parsons alone. That's smart money, SKOL fans. What do you think? Did the Packers overpay? Or are they about to dominate? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Yo, Vikings faithful, let's talk about the cap game. The Packers' big splash for Parsons might make them a Super Bowl contender in 2025, but it's going to cost them down the road. Those 2 first-round picks they traded? That's future talent they won't have to fill roster holes when the cap crunch hits. Meanwhile, our Vikings are playing chess, not checkers. We've got Justin Jefferson locked in with a 4-year, $140 million deal, but here's the kicker. It's built to elevate J.J. McCarthy, who's on a rookie deal worth just $12.7 million over 4 years. That's a bargain for a franchise QB. Jefferson's gravity on the field forces defenses to double-team him, opening up the playbook for McCarthy. SKOL Nation, are we in a better spot than Green Bay long-term? With McCarthy's cheap contract and our stacked roster, I'm feeling good about our Super Bowl window. What's your take? Can JJ capitalize on this setup? Hit the comments and let's talk. Alright, let's get to the juicy stuff. Super Bowl odds. Before the Parsons trade, the Packers were at plus 2,200 to win it all, tied for 9th best. Post-trade, they're at plus 1,200, tied with the Lions for 5th and 2nd in the NFC behind the Eagles at plus 750. That's a big jump. But here's the gut punch. The Vikings took the biggest hit in the NFL, sliding from plus 2,000 to plus 2,500 after the trade, per FanDuel Sportsbook. The Lions also dipped slightly from plus 1,100 to plus 1,200, while the Bears stayed steady at plus 3,500. Is this a sign the oddsmakers are sleeping on Minnesota? Or are we in for a tougher fight? SKOL Nation, are you worried about our odds dropping? Or do you think we're still the team to beat in the NFC North? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. Don't hold back. Let's zoom in on Justin Jefferson, the heart of our offense. That $140 million deal, worth every penny. JJ's ability to draw double teams and bracket coverage is a game changer. Defenses have to game plan around him, which opens up lanes for Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and Aaron Jones. This is huge for J.J. McCarthy's development. With a rookie contract keeping costs low, the Vikings can afford to stack talent around him. Jefferson's invisible value doesn't show up in the box score, but it's why McCarthy's got a real shot to shine in 2025. Imagine the plays we'll see with J.J. throwing to J.J. What's the one play you want to see from Jefferson and McCarthy this season? A deep bomb? A clutch 3rd down grab? Drop it in the comments, SKOL fans. Now, let's talk about our defensive front. 6 Pro Bowls for just $48 million. Compare that to Parsons' $47 million solo price tag. We've got Jonathan Greenid, Jonathan Allen, and Javon Hargrave leading a unit that's ready to wreak havoc under Brian Flores' exotic schemes. Last season, our defense was a turnover machine, forcing a league-high 33 turnovers and ranking top 5 in EPA allowed. With McCarthy managing the offense, this D could carry us deep into the playoffs. But can they handle Parsons twice a year? That's the question. SKOL Nation, who's our X-factor on defense? Is it Hargrave's pass rush or someone else stepping up? Let me know in the comments. The Packers' all-in move for Parsons screams win now. But at what cost? Their cap situation is going to get messy. In a couple of years, they might have to cut key players to stay under the cap, especially with Jordan Love and Parsons eating up over $100 million annually combined. The Vikings, on the other hand, have a longer runway. McCarthy's rookie deal gives us flexibility to keep stars like Jefferson, Christian Darrisaw, and Harrison Smith without breaking the bank. We're built for sustained success, not just a one-year gamble. What's the smarter strategy, SKOL fans? Green Bay's big swing or Minnesota's patient build? Hit the comments and let's debate. Let's not sleep on Kevin O'Connell, our reigning coach of the year. This guy's a QB whisperer, turning Sam Darnold into a 35-touchdown machine last season. Now he's got McCarthy, a national champion with a 72.3% completion rate at Michigan. The stage is set for JJ to ball out. O'Connell's system thrives on quick reads and play action, which plays right into McCarthy's strengths. With an elite offensive line featuring Ryan Kelly and Will Fries, McCarthy's got the protection to make big plays. But can he handle the NFC North's brutal defenses? SKOL Nation, how many TDs do you think McCarthy throws in 2025? Drop your number in the comments. I'm saying 25. Let's see who's closest. The NFC North is a gauntlet, folks. The Lions swept the division last year, and now the Packers are loading up with Parsons. The Bears, with Caleb Williams and a revamped defense, are no slouches either. This division is going to be a bloodbath. Our Vikings, though, have the tools to compete. A 14-win team in 2024, upgraded trenches, and a top-5 defense? We're not backing down. But that drop in Super Bowl odds stings. Are we being underrated, or is the Parsons trade that big of a game-changer? Who's winning the NFC North in 2025? Vikings, Lions, Packers, or Bears? Drop your pick in the comments and let's see who's got the best crystal ball. Let's talk schedule. The Vikings face one of the toughest slates in 2025, with the NFC East, AFC North, and matchups against Seattle and the Rams. Plus, we've got 4 games with a rest disadvantage, 4th most in the NFL per Sportsbook Review. McCarthy's debut season is going to be a trial by fire. A Europe trip and a month without a home game? That's brutal. But with our top-tier travel amenities and training staff, ranked 2nd and 3rd in the NFLPA report, we're built to handle it. SKOL fans, which game are you circling on the schedule? I'm hyped for the Week 2 showdown versus the Falcons at US Bank Stadium. What's yours? Let me know below. Injuries are a big storyline this offseason. Justin Jefferson's dealing with hamstring tightness, but he's back at practice and expected to be ready for Week 1. Jordan Addison's facing a 3-game suspension, and Jalen Nailor's hand injury has him questionable. This puts pressure on McCarthy to gel with depth receivers like rookie Ty Felton and veteran Tim Jones early on. The silver lining? JJ's getting reps with the whole WR room, building chemistry across the board. Could this make us more versatile? What's your biggest concern, Jefferson's health, Addison's suspension, or something else? Drop it in the comments, SKOL Nation. The Vikings front office, led by Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, is making savvy moves. Trading Harrison Phillips to the Jets and Mekhi Blackmon to the Colts freed up cap space. And bringing back Adam Thielen in a trade with Carolina was a fan-favorite move. Thielen's veteran presence could be huge for McCarthy, especially with Addison out early. Plus, signing Carson Wentz as a backup gives us insurance if JJ stumbles. Are these moves enough to counter the Packers' Parsons splash? SKOL fans, what's the best offseason move we made? Thielen's return or bolstering the O-line? Let's hear it in the comments. Let's talk about McCarthy's growth. After missing all of 2024 with a knee injury, JJ's back and showing flashes in camp. Dante Culpepper said he's got that it factor and looks ready to tear it up. But he's still raw, and Justin Jefferson says we gotta be patient. In camp, McCarthy's making great protection calls and checkdowns, per O'Connell. That's huge for a young QB. But Brian Flores' defense is swarming him in practice. Good prep for the real deal. Can JJ handle the pressure? SKOL Nation, how confident are you in McCarthy as our QB1? Drop a percentage in the comments. I'm at 85%. The betting markets are buzzing, and they're high on the Vikings win total going over 9.5. DraftKings has McCarthy's passing TD prop at 24.5, tied for 9th in the NFL. That's a bold number for a first-year starter. With Jefferson projected for 1,400 to 1,600 yards and our run game bolstered by Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, the offense looks explosive. But can McCarthy deliver against tough defenses like Philly and Baltimore? What's your over-under prediction for Vikings wins in 2025? I'm saying 11. Drop yours in the comments and let's compare. Let's not forget Brian Flores' defense. This unit was a beast in 2024, with 49 sacks and 33 turnovers. Adding Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen makes it scarier. But losing Stephon Gilmore and Cam Bynum in free agency hurts our secondary. Rookies like Isaiah Rodgers and veterans like Byron Murphy Jr. need to step up, especially against the NFC North's quick-strike offenses. Can our secondary hold up, or will Parsons and Love exploit it? SKOL fans, who's the key to our defense in 2025? Murphy, Harrison Smith, or someone else? Let me know below. Alright, SKOL Nation, it's time to wrap this up. The Packers-Parsons trade is a game-changer, but our Vikings are built for the long haul. With McCarthy's potential, Jefferson's dominance, and a top-tier defense, we're ready to fight for the NFC North crown and a Super Bowl run. The odds may have shifted, but we're still in this. Let's rally behind JJ and show the NFL what SKOL Nation is all about. What's your bold prediction for the Vikings in 2025? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with every Vikings fan you know. SKOL Vikings. Let's make 2025 our year.